Okay, so it's time to review a new film, and it's been out a couple of weeks, but I've only just been to see it yesterday. It's the new DC Comics film, Man of Steel. Now, Man of Steel is a Superman film. For those who don't know, it's, say, his nickname to Batman's is the Dark Knight. It's similar on those lines. Now, first Superman film I've been to see at the cinema, only the second Superman film. Unfortunately, the only one that I have seen before Man of Steel was Superman Returns, and that was crap. I'm not going to lie, it was probably one of the worst superhero films I've ever seen. I won't go into too much detail on that because I might review that some other time, but there you go. So, Man of Steel, it stars Henry Cavill as Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman. Yeah, 3 different names for one character. But the thing is, Superman's his normal identity, and Clark Kent is his hidden identity. If you've watched Kill Bill Volume 2, there's a scene in it where Bill talks about Superman not being his secret identity, but Clark Kent is his secret identity. So it stuck to that. A very good film, actually. I didn't know what I was expecting with the trailer because the trailer didn't give too much away, unlike some trailers. It was very good. It was excellent. Fast-paced, non-stop. I thought they would have saved it for the last film, that one. I thought they would have teased it at the start of the first one, end of the second one, and during the third one, and done something like perhaps some smaller villains joining together to try and stop Superman in the first one. Tease Lex Luthor at the end of the first one and have him as a second one in the second one, and then have the spaceship arrive and start orbiting Earth around the third one. Just have a pure showdown between General Zod and Superman at the third one. But there you go. I think there was more death and destruction in that than there was in the Avengers, the Dark Knight Rises, but any other superhero film I can think. I've never ever seen that many buildings destroyed in one film. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It's excellent, and you'll probably love it. If you have watched it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Bit of a shocking ending, really. I don't ever recall an ending like that in any superhero film. I won't say what happens in case there's someone watching it that hasn't seen the film and wants to see it, because that'll be a huge spoiler. Controversial, though, that is. They said it wouldn't be a darker take on Superman, but it was compared to Superman Returns. It was, I suppose DC Comics is more adult based than, say, Marvel is. Marvel seems to be happy and bright, and DC Comics, as you know, darker, more adult based, a bit more death in it, more action. So how did it fare? Well, obviously it wasn't going to be as good as the Batman films because they're iconic now, even though the last one was only released last year. I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It seemed to go on a bit too long, but there were some really big names in it. You had Russell Crowe, you had Lawrence Fishburne, you had Kevin Costner. Some really huge names in it, and General Zod was the perfect bad guy in this. Some bad guys really aren't suited to being bad guys, like Batman, Mr. Freeze. From it's either the third Batman film or the fourth Batman film. He's not suited to be it at all, but he was absolutely brilliant as it. Yeah, 9 out of 10.